Hello, myself Shayan Majumdar. Today I am going to tell about carbon and compounds. So you know the basics of carbon. It is a very useful element of periodic table. Especially we have to know some inert character of carbon. Now if we study about carbon, so first thing we know about it is the atomic number. The atomic number carbon is 6 and the mass number is 12. It is different thing. We found other isotope for carbon for C, that is C13 and C14, but the natural isotope is 12. So for using, we only use the mass number of carbon Z 12 and atomic number 6. Now if we study the electronic configuration of carbon, that is 2 4, that is the electronic configuration of carbon. That means the first orbit which contains the maximum number of electron, which is 2, and the last or the second orbit, which is the valence shell for carbon, that contains only 4 electron. So now we can't say that carbon is purely non-metal or purely a metal. It is a type of metalloid. Especially we have to found the reason why we are calling carbon a metalloid. Basically I have already said that there are 4 electrons at the valence shell, so that carbon can form C4 minus ion, that is an anion, or C4 plus ion, that is an cation. So the reason behind it, when carbon can release 4 electron, or when carbon can accept 4 electron to form the octet, then it forms carbon anion, and when it releases 4 electron, then it will contain just 2 electron in its valence shell and it will form 4 plus ion. That's why it can form, as it can form both type of ions, so we can say it is one type of metalloid. So for metalloid, basically there is a particular type of bonding. In our previous classes we learned about bonding, but as of now for carbon we know that it is a metalloid, so it can't form any ionic bond. Basically what will it form? It will form covalent bond, or it will be stable condition for carbon to form a covalent bond. So why carbon are forming covalent bond? What is the basic reason, or what is the characters of covalent bond that carbon is supporting that property? So basically the first and only reason to form covalent bond is sharing of electron. For ionic condition, just fully a cation is fully donating electron and anion is fully accepting electron. There is two different condition or heterogeneous condition, but in case of covalent bond there is a sharing of electron, and that is the reason why carbon can form covalent bond. So if we just give a one example for covalent bond, that is I am giving example for nitrogen N2. When two nitrogen atoms make a bond with each other, basically nitrogen contains 5 electron at its valence shell, so it will form that is the 5 electrons for two nitrogens, and it will be better to share electrons. That if nitrogen share 3 electrons with another nitrogen, now we can start the count. For this nitrogen 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, there are 8 electron, octet is completed. For this nitrogen 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, already have completed the octet. So there is the exchange of 3 pairs of electron. That means there will be 3 bonds between two nitrogen atoms. So that is the basic reason behind sharing, and carbon is supporting that property. So now we have to know that the some interesting properties of carbon. First, catenation. So what is catenation? Basically, catenation property is a linking property. Carbon can form continuously a bond with another carbon, and that there is no limit. So that is the reason carbon can form a long chain. And for our daily using things, we like polythene, like various kind of medicine, like our food product, we can see there is a long chain of carbon. So that is the reason behind this property is catenation. That means carbon can form a continuously chain. So that property is called catenation. Now the another property is covalency. We have already learned about covalent bond. So now what the covalence is? Carbon can form 4 single bonds or 4 covalent bonds. That means carbon contain 4 hands. It can link with another 4 carbon. That means one carbon can link with another 4 carbon. These carbons can link with another 4 carbon. So there will be a hectic structure, or there will be a complex structure. That is the reason behind any large molecule or any macromolecule we find the basic chain carbon. The third and interesting property is allotropy. What is allotropy? Basically, allotropy is made up of same element but a different showing things. Like we have seen diamonds, we have seen graphite, we have not seen fullerene. It is a synthetic element, but these are all made up of carbon. So we can found 3 different allotropies of carbon. One is graphite, another is diamond, and third is fullerene. There are 3 allotropies of carbon. So basically they are all made up of fully carbon. There is no any other element that is made up of pure carbons. But what is the basic difference? We have seen a versatile property, like for diamond we can found it is a hard element, it is shining element, and it is very reflective. But in case of graphite, it is thick and very weak element. We can break easily a graphite. And for fullerene, we have not seen fullerene, but if you find any structure of fullerene, you will find that it is a football like structure, basically made up of 60 carbon. So we can give another name C60. For graphite and diamond, basically diamond is a hard material and graphite is a soft material. We have seen the graphite we are using in pencils, but there are versatile physical property. Their physical property differ in strength, but they are all made up of carbon. That's why their chemical property are same. So this is the allotropy. So that is the another interesting property of carbon. Now, what does the carbon can form? How does it can form compounds? Basically, we know the first reason, that covalency. But what will be the structure? There will be 3 type of structure. First is chain. That means carbon are linking in a linear pattern. Second is branch. Carbon are also linking in linear pattern and also they are in branch. Okay. The third property is ring. What is the ring? It like we can found the terminal end in this structure like chain and branch, but we can't found the rings, the terminal in the ring structure. Like if we draw this structure, So this is looking like a square, but if we elaborate the structure, this will be look like this. There is 4 carbon at 4 corners, and that is a ring structure. There is no open structure, and that is there is no terminal end. Okay, so that by this process the carbon can form different type of compound. As of now, I can give a basic example for carbon. This type of compound, we can say that you have observed that sometimes carbon contains single bond, sometimes it contains double bond. So by what property it is differing? Two property, saturated and unsaturated. There are two properties of carbon. Saturated compound means there is no double or triple bonds. There will be all single bonds, that is saturated. Unsaturated, there will be at least one double bond or triple bond. So that will be the unsaturated. We can divide if it contains two double bond, then or two triple bond, we can say it is polyunsaturated or diunsaturated, triunsaturated. We can give different names, but that is the saturated and unsaturated. Okay. Like I can give one example. But2ene. Especially but2ene. It is but, that means there are 4 carbon. 2 means there will be a double bond, that is because of in means there contain double bond at second carbon. Now we can draw the hydrogens. So that is a structure of unsaturated, and that is a chain form. Now we I can give another example of branch form. For branch form, we can say that is 2-methyl butane. We can draw first a but, that is a butane chain, or that is a but. 2-methyl means there will be a methyl group at the chain or at the second carbon position. It is called branching. That means there is a branch form, or there is a carbon attached with the main chain. That is a branch form. So this is a branch structure. Now the third example is about the ring structure. What is ring structure? Ring structure, I have already said that it is a closed structure. So basically I can give a ring example. That is, firstly we have to know that all ring structure are named with cyclo. If we say cyclobutane, that I had previously drawn, cyclobutane means there will be 4 carbons, but cyclo, that means it is a cyclic structure or ring structure. So that this will be, we can draw like this, or we can draw like this also. So this is a cyclic chain, or we can say that this is a cyclobutane. So basically these are all the basics examples of carbon and its compound. So as of now, thank you.